All right, now we get to the main event, the creme de la creme, Money in the Bank. This was a great show. It was only 2 hours and 30 minutes. They apparently this is going to be the new norm now, which I am perfectly okay with. I am fine. Can we please make Raw 2 hours again? But this is the new norm because till pay-per-views go back to normal, it's going to be only 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, this is perfect. We don't need a 4 hour pay-per-view with an empty arena. This is great. The weirdest fucking kickoff match, Jeff Hardy and Cesaro in a kickoff match. This was a good match. This was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Jeff hits the poetry in motion on Cesaro with the steel steps. Gets caught midair by Cesaro. Cesaro tosses his ass to the barricade. Cesaro is trying to rub off Jeff Hardy's face paint. Still no more words, by the way. I'm still waiting on the damn theme song. Jeff does that cool thing where he runs the barricade, hits a flying clothesline. Jeff was looking pretty good in this match still. Swanton bomb for the win. Like I said, not bad. Got a lot of time, and Cesaro went down swinging, so... Then we started off with the actual pay-per-view. The New Day versus the Forgotten Sons versus the Lucha House Party versus the Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho, for the tag team titles in a fatal four-way. This was good. This was good stuff also. Spanish Fly onto Morrison, onto every single tag team to the outside by Lince Dorado. That was cool. Lince hits a drop kick and a moonsault at the same time to Miz and Morrison. Lucha House Party has really been stepping up their game, man. Like I said, Matalik is a fucking gem, is a diamond hiding in that group. But I've always said Lince is very awesome. And even, Kalisto, wherever the hell he is. But even Kalisto's very good. I just wish they were taken more as like a serious group other than, Lucha, all that stupid stuff. Power bomb from the top rope into a stomp by the New Day for a near fall. Really good fast-paced match, like I said. Jackson Riker gets kicked out somehow in a no DQ match. Michael Cole had the greatest face I've ever seen. He rolled his eyes so hard when the ref kicked out Jackson Riker. And exactly everyone, I think, at the same time said, but there's no DQ. This what ruined the match for me. New Day ends up winning with the big ending. Why the hell are New Day the tag team champions? Dude, they're so stale, it hurts. The New Day needs to leave. They need to go separate ways already. I don't know if it's just because they're missing Xavier, but the New Day is insufferable for me these days. I understand what they did here, though, but, New Day had to retain. Forgotten Sons too early. Lucha House Party, could have gone to them for a cup of coffee. My pick was Miz and Morrison. I don't even know why they took the titles off them so fast, but whatever. This was a mysterious match that was on the card. MVP versus R-Truth. I don't know, everyone's hating, but I was fucking hyped as hell to see my boy MVP back in a pay-per-view match. MVP and R-Truth. I was waiting for the damn 305, MVP tunnel to make its return, but it didn't. They're having a talk about balling. They're having a balling competition. MVP calls R-Truth a fake young thug. He starts naming off all these rappers. I was dying. MVP still got on the goddamn mic, I'll tell you that. And adding R-Truth to it just makes it entertaining. Bobby Lashley comes out. Big Bob comes out. Lashley tells MVP, take the night off, man. I got this. R-Truth is just like, don't worry, dude. I'll take the night off, too. And he tries to leave. This is fucking great. I really hope. I have been saying to put MVP with Bobby Lashley since I first saw MVP come back. Their stuff and the Beatdown Clan and all that shit they did in TNA was great. It's the way to go. And like I said, they're actually pushing Bobby Lashley finally. R-Truth tries to take the night off. Bobby Lashley murders this man. Spear, done. They're doing a good job. Like I said, this is all you gotta do for me to take Bobby Lashley or anyone seriously. Give them wins. Wins make you care about people. I don't want to hear people say, winning streaks don't work, whatever. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Look at Lance Archer in AEW. Hopefully Cody doesn't ruin that. But you come in, you kick fucking ass. People care about you. And they did it smart with Lance Archer because he's not over here beating jobbers up too much. He's beating, like, Dustin Rhodes and established people. That's what you got to do. You have Bobby Lashley. You have Bobby Lashley beat good people. R-Truth is not, the greatest in-ring worker, but people really like R-Truth. So what do? You have Bobby Lashley beat him. Well, this is good stuff. Bayley versus Tamina. So far, like I said, the pay-per-views is Jeff and Cesaro was good. The tag team match was good. This was good. And then we get Bayley versus Tamina. I had completely zero interest, but I give you credit. I give Bayley, Tamina, Sasha, I give them credit. They got me into this match. I actually thought this match was pretty good. This is for the Women's Championship. I for sure thought Tamina was going to win, but it didn't happen. Bayley is trying to take out Tamina's legs. Bayley with a cool counter to Tamina's super kick. Tamina goes for a super kick. Bayley jumps up, snatches her leg in the air, midair, for a knee bar. That was cool. Bayley with the water bottle, throws it at Tamina's face. The whole time I'm just like, what is it with this water bottle thing? Cody Rhodes did the same thing in AEW. Now Bayley's doing it where she takes a swig of water. Tamina hits a super kick, but Bayley does, she's a veteran. She rolls outside the ring. Tamina with a super kick and a Samoan drop. Had it won. Sasha tries to stop it. Bayley sneaks in a win. Tamina tries to beat the shit out of Bayley again. Sasha gets involved, takes out Tamina. And again, Sasha's still the mindless puppet helping Bayley. Like I said, they're taking the really long route for this, but I actually, I was actually really sure Tamina was going to win. And believe it or not, in this match, I was like, you know what? I don't mind if she wins, but I'm glad Bayley got the title. It's a smart thing to do. You want to build to this Bayley-Sasha split, you know what I mean? You want to, whatever, it's long overdue, I understand that, but hey, at least they're doing something. Another good match here, which I had zero hope for. Braun Strowman versus regular Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt for the Universal title. I love me some good guy, muscle. I wish it was the Muscle Man Dan's Bray, but this was a really good match too. Braun is killing this man, beating the crap out of him. Huskus the Pig comes out to cheer out Bray. Bray starts getting the advantage. Bray's in full control, beating the crap out of this man now. Bray is hitting some weird-ass moves, man. Bray hit a tornado DDT in this match. And then hit Sister Abigail for a near fall. Braun kicks out. This was a cool spot. Braun ends up rolling out. Bray's, he's in control. Braun puts the black sheep mask on. Bray is losing his mind. He's so hyped. He's so happy. Braun bows to him in the ring. Bray and him hug it out. Braun is basically ready to sacrifice himself. Bray is going to end it with the Sister Abigail. Braun takes off the mask, steps on it, hits the power slam for the win, and Bray got tricked. Bray got tricked. This was great. This was good stuff. Bray is in the floor, and he is completely depressed. This Bray is legit just like a fucking like hollow blank stare. I loved it. And then they start showing flashes of the Fiend, which I'm just like, I'm okay with this. Prolong the feud. This feud is actually really good. You have the Fiend mop the floor with Braun Strowman. Easy fix right here. Like regular Bray, I never mind if regular Bray will lose. It makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like regular Bray is creepy, but he's not no Fiend. So this was awesome stuff. I thought this was great. Let's see. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Loved this match. This match was fantastic. Seth has a new theme song, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of lame. But I'm glad he's going fully into this heel persona. Hopefully we can get a better theme out of it. But Seth was getting wrecked until basically McIntyre was chopping the crap out of him, beating the shit out of him. He takes out Drew's knees. Seth with a STF, which try saying that 5 times fast. Seth with a STF transfers it into a crossface. It was funny because Samoa Joe does that move. He does a crossface into a STF and all these different submissions. And Joe was just like, ooh, I like this move. I actually have a name for it. I thought that was really cool. Seth hits 3 jumping knee strikes on the outside while talking all that shit on the outside. Seth goes for the 3rd one. Gets caught on the last one with a belly-to-belly on the announce table. That looked nasty. Seth is crying out in pain after that one. Drew is finally making a comeback. Steph stops it, hits a super kick. Drew ends up kicking out at 1. Seth with a high fly flows frog splash. Drew kicks out at 1. I love this whole Drew McIntyre New Japan gimmick, by the way. Seth is getting really pissed off. He gets a chair, and the referee's like, "You're going to get disqualified. Don't use it. You're going to get disqualified." Seth gets pissed off, throws the chair out. Drew ends up hitting a big-ass Glasgow's kiss. Seth goes for the stomp, and he lifts him off Randy Orton style and hits the Glasgow's kiss headbutt. Seth with a superplex Falcon Arrow combo on Drew McIntyre for a near fall. Future Shock DDT by Drew for a near fall. Drew with an impressive spider suplex, a spider German suplex. He goes for the Claymore. Seth super kicks him, stomps. Drew kicks out of the curb stomp. That was awesome. Like I said, this match was great. It made both men look fantastic. Love the ending sequence. Seth goes for a stomp, pops him up again, another headbutt. Seth no-sells it, hits a super kick. Drew no-sells it, rebounds off the rope. Claymore kick, 1, 2, 3. Fantastic ending. Great match. Drew goes to shake Seth's hand, and Seth actually shakes it. So I don't know what's going to happen here now. Seth actually ended up showing respect to Drew McIntyre. So, like I said, this was fantastic. Seth is a great competitor. As much as people want to talk shit about him, Seth is a fantastic competitor. R-Truth says, backstage being interviewed, and they tell him, "Hey, sorry your match with MVP didn't go as planned." And then R-Truth is just like, "Man, MVP is a tough son of a bitch. He also looks different. Looks like he lost a little weight." Truth is just like, "But I don't care about that. The only thing I care is wanting my 24/7, 7-Eleven, my baby back." Like I said, R-Truth is a gem. And here it is, folks, the main event. After only a little bit of matches, main event time. Money in the Bank. Women's and men's Money in the Bank go on at the same time. I am going to try to do my best to recap this. This match was insanity. I loved every minute of it. I wish it was longer. It was fantastic. We get the entrances. I love the entrances. People are just coming out in the lobby to their theme music. Everyone's just talking shit. Alistair looks at AJ and he asks him how's his jaw doing after the last time he knocked him out. The guy started off in the gym area. Asuka takes out all the women. She hits a dive from the second floor all the way down. She ends up going like a maniac trying to take the elevator. Fantastic. Corbin breaks a mirror with one of those big 45-pound plates. People just love doing that, I guess. Otis had one of my favorite spots of the night. He takes a gigantic barbell with a bunch of weights on it, takes down AJ, puts the bar on his chest, and the whole time AJ's trying to squirm out. Otis is just whispering to himself, "Oh, little AJ's chest, little AJ's baby chest." I'm just dying laughing because I'm just like, Rey Mysterio passes AJ, and he's like, "Rey, help me, get this thing off me, Rey." And Rey is just like, "You're on your own, AJ." And Rey runs away, and you just hear in the background AJ going, "Rey, Rey." I thought that was great. They go into the bathroom. Bubba the Love Sponge is in the bathroom. Oh my god, I loved it. Otis is still talking about little AJ's chest. The rest of the women are fighting it out in the stairs. Like I said, the men definitely shined here against the women. Asuka is sneaking through everything, doing some fucking Metal Gear Solid-ass sneaking around. Bryan is killing Corbin with the yes kicks while Otis is going nuts, fucking yesing and hip thrusting. Daniel Bryan then looks at Otis and he's like, "Dude, shut up." And he starts kicking the crap out of him. That was great. Doink the Clown ends up coming out, creepily looking at everybody. That was hilarious. All the girls are in the meeting room fighting it out. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax finally go at it. Dana Brooke gets a chair, takes out Nia. She sees there's a Money in the Bank with a bunch of money in it. She takes it down, and Dana Brooke thinks she wins the match. Stephanie McMahon comes on and says, like, "What the fuck are you doing? That's not the real Money in the Bank. This is the Money in the Bank briefing room or, conference room." And then she's like, "Man, clean all this up when you're out of here." I thought that was kind of funny. Carmella moonwalks out the room while taking out Dana Brooke. Then gets hit with a woman's right by Lacey Evans, a really good-looking one. AJ is looking around. He's looking around for Rey Mysterio the whole time. He's like, "Little Rey, where's Rey Mysterio?" Then AJ sees a poster of The Undertaker. He starts getting freaked the fuck out. A room opens up and there's a coffin in there. He has flashbacks to the Boneyard. I love this whole AJ is now scared of The Undertaker thing. Aleister Black kicks him in the head. Black Mass. Puts him in the room with the coffin. He starts screaming. Paul Heyman is in the catering area. Looked like he's about to eat 1 million pounds of food. All the men and women meet at the same time. Otis ends up starting a food fight with Paul Heyman by throwing a bunch of rice at him. Shayna starts choking out Rey Mysterio, and then Nia Jax and Otis end up taking out Rey. Carmella gets put through the table by Nia Jax. Her and Otis have a stare down while Otis is eating a sandwich intensely. Fantastic. Otis ends up finding a pie. Johnny Ace comes out in his little scooter and he says, "People power. My name is John Laurinaitis." The whole time, I am smiling from ear to ear. This match is fantastic. Please, these cinematic matches are great. Oh my god. AJ and Bryan ends up in Vince McMahon's office. They start beating the crap out of each other. Vince just gets up and he's like, "What are you two doing? Get out of here." AJ and Bryan start fixing up the office. Fucking Vince McMahon ends up sanitizing his hands angrily. Vince in jeans is still the weirdest thing ever. Oh my god, he looks so old now, it's crazy. But like I said, he's fucking 75 years old almost, so what can you say? Almost 80. AJ and Bryan end up sneaking out of Vince McMahon's office. AJ starts making fun of Bryan, saying, "God, you're such a coward. Look at you being scared of Vince McMahon." Bryan looks at him. By the way, Bryan is corpsing the whole entire time they're in Vince McMahon's office. I think I'm the only one that caught that. He was like dying laughing. So AJ tells Bryan, "You're such a pussy," you know what I mean? And then Bryan's just like, "You're the one that said to fix the office." Then they start going at it. Nia and Asuka are the first ones on the roof. They're finally on the roof. Lacey comes out. Nia ends up murdering her. Lacey and Asuka fight it out for a while. Asuka is about to win. Corbin gets on top of the ladder. For some reason, Asuka ends up beating the crap out of Baron Corbin. Everyone just hates Baron Corbin. And then Asuka wins the women's Money in the Bank. I was very happy about this. This is exactly the person that I wanted to win, her and Shayna. Like I said, I feel really bad for Shayna, but I'm okay with Asuka winning. Otis is trying to climb up the ladder. He makes it to the roof. He's trying to climb up, but he keeps breaking the rungs of the ladder because he's fat. Aleister Black hits Black Mass on Otis. Then Corbin does the unthinkable. Corbin decides, hey, let's just start murdering people. He throws Rey Mysterio off the roof and Aleister Black off the roof. Hey, I heard rumors that Rey Mysterio is leaving soon. This is the perfect way to write him off. Just have him say Baron Corbin killed him. Aleister, they could just make this man be reborn and make him more evil. I thought this was great. I thought this was so hilarious. We knew someone was getting thrown off the roof. Corbin and AJ hang on to it. Elias comes out. They're fighting for. Elias comes out, hits Corbin in the back with the guitar. AJ hangs on to the fucking briefcase, and then it slips out of his hands, lands right into Otis's. Otis wins Money in the Bank. And that was your Money in the Bank match. It was fantastic. I loved every single minute of it. I'm not going to lie. I was a little disappointed of Otis winning, but exactly what people are saying, and I kind of get it. Otis is one of the most over acts in the company. I heard rumors that he might cash it in for a tag team title match because it doesn't say you can't. I really hope that's not the case. To me, you should have Otis cash in at a pay-per-view. Let him get that reaction of almost becoming a champion, but then he loses. You know what I mean? And have him lose. It's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, oh my God, like Braun, you know what I'm saying? To me, you have Braun drop the title to The Fiend, and then imagine Otis cashes in on The Fiend, and he's like, you know what? I want to challenge you, blah, blah, blah. Have Otis and The Fiend have a match. I was pitching an idea, and have The Fiend show him stuff about Mandy, how Mandy's lying to him or something. Have Mandy turn on him. The Fiend corrupts her or whatever. Or The Fiend kidnaps her. They can do so much cool shit. I really hope he doesn't cash in for the tag team titles. That'll be such a fucking waste. Such a waste of a briefcase. Asuka cashing in, like I said, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Asuka winning. I would have rather had Shayna Baszler, but you ain't gonna tell me Asuka ain't deserving. I'll tell you that. Like I said, I really wish they would have just had AJ win, because at this point, what was even the point of putting him in the Money in the Bank match anyway? Other than to do that funny stuff with the Undertaker. But Money in the Bank pay-per-view was good. It was hard to believe a year ago I was at the last Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But this is great. Like I said, this is the way. Like, if you're going to do cinematic matches, please keep doing them like this. They're fucking fantastic. But that's it for me. I'll catch you guys next time. Yusuke92 on everything. Whale Talks Wrestling on every podcast format you can think of. Please give me a like, give me a follow. BKDragon92 at yahoo.com. Send me an email. Send me some wrestling questions. Like I said, I'm still working on that Triple H episode of my top 10 Triple H matches. It's hard when he's your favorite wrestler of all time. Like I said, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Like, subscribe, and watch some wrestling.